Welcome. Today we will discuss why some women may be attracted to serial killers. Kind of eerie, right? According to thelatch.com, a lot of experts advocate that it is because of a savior complex. Some women are alleged to be attracted to damaged and often dangerous men because they believe they can fix them. A more accepted theory is that some women are attracted to serial killers because of a sexual arousal trigger by danger called hybristophilia. It is a condition that is uncommon in men but common in females. Without getting all Freudian, parental relationships can play a role, but hybristophilia is the most accepted reason for what most normal people would consider a bizarre attraction. It is difficult to answer this question definitively, as there is not a single, universal reason why some people may be attracted to serial killers. Researchers suggest that people may be attracted to the mystery and power associated with serial killers, and may also be drawn to people who elicit shock or interest. Additionally, there are some people who are motivated by a desire to improve the serial killer, to change them, and possibly save them in some way. It is important to note that this type of attraction is considered unhealthy and can be dangerous. Serial killers typically exhibit the following traits. 1. Antisocial sociopathic behavior. 2. Paranoia delusions. 3. Impulsivity. 4. Lack of empathy. 5. High intelligence. 6. Sadistic behavior. 7. Jealousy obsession. 8. Manipulative. 9. Charisma. 10. Inadequacy, low self-esteem. A person's childhood is often cited as a trigger for their future serial killer tendencies. Traumatic childhood experiences such as physical or sexual abuse, neglect, poor parenting skills, family dynamics, social isolation, mental instability, and other adverse life events can encourage a person to seek out power and control through violence. Serial killers often report growing up with chaotic and dysfunctional families, deprivation of material and emotional needs, and a general feeling of worthlessness and powerlessness. Additionally, there may be an absence of any sort of moral code in the home, which affects the development of a serial killer's conscience. All of these factors can play a key role in forming the psychology of a serial killer. Women may be fascinated with serial killers because they represent a unique phenomenon. They are typically defined as individuals who commit multiple murders over a period of time with a distinctive and noticeable style or pattern. They are generally seen as mysterious and having a twisted, dark mindset, which may be attractive to some who are looking for a thrill or trying to make sense of their own behavior. Serial killers may also have a large impact on society and culture, and their actions can shape the law enforcement and justice system for a particular area or nation. Ted Bundy, born Theodore Robert Carwell, was an American serial killer and kidnapper who confessed to the murders of 30 people, primarily young women, between 1974 and 1978. He often engaged in necrophilia and mutilation of his victims' corpses. He was executed in 1989 by the electric chair at Florida State Prison. He used his charm, good looks, and intelligence to manipulate his victims. Bundy was known to have employed numerous techniques to lure his victims.
The young women themselves aren't too sure what it is that attracts them to the trial. Are you a little scared when you look at them?
Yes, it scares me to be in the same room with them, but I know there's other people in there, so.
Why do you do it?
I don't know.
Well, to see is that many of the onlookers are women, young women, contemporaries of the 5 Florida State sorority sisters who were assaulted in their beds a year and a half ago.
Every time he turns around, I kind of get that feeling, oh no, you know, he's gonna get me next. You know.
But yet you're fascinated by him.
Very, very. Every night when I go to bed, I just, you know, I get very scared. I shut my door and lock him, you know.
I'm not afraid of him. He just doesn't look like the type to kill somebody. You try to imagine yourself in his place and to see how he's feeling, looking at the pillows with blood stains and everything, if he really did it or not.
He would also surprise victims in their bedrooms and then either beat them unconscious or use physical force to overpower them. He often kidnapped and tortured his victims before killing them and kept souvenirs from the crimes. In July 1979, Ted Bundy was tried for the murder of 2 Florida State University sorority sisters. After a 25-day trial in Miami, Florida, which included testimony from witnesses who had survived Bundy's attacks, Bundy was found guilty of 2 counts of murder and sentenced to death on July 31, 1979. He was later convicted of 3 more murders and received 2 additional death sentences in February 1980. After numerous appeals, he exhausted the legal appeals process and was executed in 1989.
Radio show host, he felt great remorse, and his crime should be a warning of the dangers of pornography.
I deserve certainly the most extreme punishment society has, and I think society deserves to be protected from me and from others like me, that's for sure. Each time I'd harm someone, each time I'd kill someone, there'd be an enormous amount, especially at first, enormous amount of horror, guilt, remorse after.
Well, ladies, we've identified the traits. If you are attracted to a serial killer, you may want to reevaluate your life. Until next time, stay saucy.